Good morning, students. Out of 61, only 28 are present. So we'll wait for another 1 or 2 minutes. I hope all are checking Google Classroom, where all the study materials, reading materials relevant to the topics covered are shared. If not, please go through Google Classroom, the PPTs, the class link, the recorded class sessions. Links are shared there. You can re-watch if you want, wherever, if you have missed any particular topic or the discussion. And few of the reading materials are also shared for your reference. So please go through. Okay, it is 9:58 and still 44 are present. See, if I keep on waiting for others, those who have joined will be. It's not good. You have to respect others' time. What's the problem with others? Okay, let me take your attendance for your surprise. Okay, Adarsh, you're there? Please.
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Yeah, unmute yourself and answer the attendance, since it is again recorded. Adit,
Present, ma'am.
Ivan Bisouza,
Yes, ma'am.
not there. Are you there? Okay. Ajit,
Present, ma'am.
Alvin Bisouza, not there. Alvin Quadras is not there. Okay. Anaga,
Present, ma'am.
Anisha, not there. Annalisa,
Present, ma'am.
not there. You're there? Okay. Um, Anugna,
Present, ma'am.
Anugna, yeah. Anusha Alvin Rebello,
Present, ma'am.
Ashwija,
Present, ma'am.
Aveen,
Present, ma'am.
okay, Kripa, VM Kripa, not there. BN Kripa, not there. Bhumika,
Present, ma'am.
Satvik Pai,
Present, ma'am.
Darren Disa, not there. Devi Kiran,
Present, ma'am.
Editor,
Present, ma'am.
Emlyn, okay. Glenn,
Present, ma'am.
Godson, Jeevan,
Present, ma'am.
okay. Havan PK,
Present, ma'am.
Jane Rachel,
Present, ma'am.
Jason,
Present, ma'am.
Jerin Joseph, Jerin Joseph. Yeah, please don't think that I've taken attendance and you can leave. I can see some people are leaving already. I will be taking the attendance status after a few minutes again. This is to know how many of you are already logged in. Jerin Joseph, you're there? You're not there. Okay. Yeah, this is why I want to identify those who are not entering the meeting in time. Kate? Kate not there. Ketan?
Present, ma'am.
Lisha?
Present, ma'am.
Sorry. Lucky?
Present, ma'am.
Melroy?
Present.
Neville?
Present, ma'am.
Mohammad Rabil?
Present, ma'am.
Sahil? Mohammad Sahil.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, who's this?
I'm Kate, ma'am. I'm sorry I got disconnected.
Okay, Kate Pereira. Yeah. Okay, I marked you. Sahal Hassan? Sahal, you're not there. Sahil, you didn't answer. Are you there or not? Yeah, Mohammad Sahil didn't answer. Nityananda Shetty, are you there? Yeah. Owen? Owen?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Prajwal Sanjeeva?
Present, ma'am.
Pratham Kumar Rao? Yeah, you're there. Balakrishna?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Ryan? Prashant? Ryan, why are you not answering?
Present, ma'am. Present.
Revan? Revan. Okay. Rihan Disa?
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Yeah, Revan, I got. Rimesha? Rimesha, Meryl, not there. Ritin Shetty? Roshan Girish?
Present, ma'am.
Yeah, Ruben? Ruben? Okay. Rushali Raj?
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Ritin Shetty, you are answering now. Where were you? Your parents called you now to the meeting, huh? Rian Isaac?
Present, ma'am.
Amrit?
Present, ma'am.
Satvik?
Present, ma'am.
Sean? Okay, Sean Leslie. Shravya?
Present, ma'am.
Yeah, got it.
Present,
Shravya?
ma'am. Present.
Suhag?
Present, ma'am.
Vaishnavi?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Varsha Dhananjay?
Present, ma'am.
Vanessa?
Present, ma'am.
Vigna Shati?
Present, ma'am.
Vineet Shenoy?
Present, ma'am.
Vivian D'Souza?
Present, ma'am.
And Wilson?
Present, ma'am.
Where were you, Sahil? Mohammad Sahil. You are answering now. Sahal Hassan didn't answer. Are you there, Sahal? Did you enter the meeting? Yeah, connecting. Okay. Connecting. Okay. Jerin Joseph, did you join, Jerin? So all these are latecomers. I have to note down. Latecomers, isn't it? When others can join, what's the problem with you guys?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Who is this? Darren.
Darren, yes, I'm present.
Yeah. Why were you late?
I got disconnected after I joined.
Okay. Yeah. Kripa, did you join Kripa? BM Kripa, not there. Alvin D'Souza and Quadras, have you joined? Alvin Quadras, yeah. Why are you late? Alvin D'Souza didn't join, I think. Kripa didn't join. Emlyn, are you there? Net issue. Okay, fine. Emlyn, you are there, but you are not answering. Yeah, okay. Yeah, got it. Emlyn, I got your response. Jerin Joseph still not joined. Jerin Joseph. Fine. Yeah. Okay. Rimesha Merrill also didn't answer. Rimesha. See, this is one. Okay. Fine. We will start our session. Good morning, all. I know that this is a bit annoying to take attendance and all, but it is part of our requirement, as you know. And as you are aware that you will be simply there in the meeting, but you will not be attentive to check on you. We have to do this sometimes, though it is annoying to both the sides. All right. So by the end of this class, now today we will be going ahead with the deriving the expressions for full wave rectifiers, percentage regulation, rectification efficiency, ripple factor, and PIV. Okay. I hope you remember the things where we stopped yesterday. Before that, okay, take this problem, try to solve this. Just as a recap of previous discussion, there is a problem here and I'm expecting answer in the chat box. In a 2-diode full wave rectifier circuit, the RMS voltage across each half of the transformer secondary is 100 volts. The load resistance is 950 ohms and each diode has a forward resistance of 50 ohms. Find the load current and RMS value of the input current. Read the question, understand the question, what is given, you just identify and interpret what is asked. So look at the question there. There is no circuit diagram as such. If a question is asked to you, then you should be able to identify what type of full wave rectifier is it. So it clearly states it is 2-diode full wave rectifier. So that means it is a center tapped one. So the following part of the sentence there indicates it is a center tapped transformer because it is saying the RMS voltage across each half of the transformer secondary is 100 volts, right?
Ma'am, is the load current 0.141 amps?
Load current.
Sorry, not load current, like peak.
What is your answer?
0.141.
Yeah. Ashwija, again, I would like you to wait for the explanation there. Let others follow. Okay. I appreciate that you're quite fast in replying things, but let others, those who are.
Should I answer load current in RMS also?
No, you can enter in the chat box. I will get the timings there. When did you reply and all? Okay. Let others understand the question and let them try. Okay. Fine. So what was I saying? The load resistance is given there. Identify what is that parameter given. Yeah, it is RL, right? And it says, the question says each diode has forward resistance of 50 ohms. So RF is given. Find load current and RMS value of the input current. Can you guys try? Can you all try?
Yes, ma'am, we will try.
Yes, very good. Who's that? Sean Leslie, yeah. Yes. So I'm expecting the answer in the chat box there. Let me see how many of you have replied till now. Alvin D'Souza joined. Yeah, please, I expect the latecomers to join at the same time when others are also joining, okay? At least typically the class time. Because when others can join, even you should be able to join. Okay, I'm already getting answers there. IRMS is 0.999, okay. Yeah, you can round up the value there. First, tell me what is VM? What is VM? This is for those who are finding it difficult to proceed. How do we see? We need current, right? The load current. Load current is nothing but DC load current. So to proceed to calculate DC load current, we need VM to substitute in the equation, right? Right? The DC load current equation IDC is 2 into Im by pi. So where Im we will substitute as Vm by Rf plus RL, correct? So we need Vm first. So for that, the initial part of the question, it says the half of the secondary transformer is 100 volts. So V2 is 100 volts there. Okay. So from there, you will get Vm. So Vm is equal to, yesterday we found out it is √2 into V2. √2 into V2, that is 141.42. Very good. Yeah. So that is your Vm. Yeah, I'm getting answers there. Those were attentive. So substitute that to get Im first. Im is equal to Vm by Rf plus RL. You get 141.42 milliamps. Correct. Correct. Yeah, all are responding. So now calculate DC load current. Ryan, you want to say something? Ryan Isaac. Okay. So substitute DC load current that is asked there. Substitute there 2 into Im by pi. 2 into Im by pi, you will get 90 milliamps. No one has given IDC, isn't it? DC load current. No one has replied. Only Kate. Only Kate had given the value, but again the value was slightly different. Did you get there? Did you get the mistake there, Kate?
No, ma'am, I'm finding out.
Yeah. Maybe you missed Im is equal to Vm by Rf plus RL. You have to include load resistance and the internal resistance of the diode given there. So whenever you go for solving numericals, first you have to write down what is asked. So in that you have to identify what are the parameters available and what are not. So to find the unknown parameter, you have to go back to the previous steps. All right. So that's the way you identify and proceed.
Ma'am, is Im value 141.42 milliamps?
Yes, Leslie. Correct. Sean.
And IDC is 0.09.
Correct. 90.03 milliamps. Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to give the units there. Yeah. Remember, you have to always mention the parameters with their units. Okay. All right. Final thing, RMS input current is asked. What is RMS input current? It is nothing is same as RMS load current, isn't it? So RMS load current, you have the expression substitute there and find the value. RMS load current. RMS input current is same as RMS load current. Yeah, Sean, find the final value there. RMS load current. That is also asked. I hope all are with me. Are you all following? Are you all following? Sean, mute yourself.
Okay, ma'am.
Oh. Okay, if you are done with IRMS, which you get as 100 milliamps, IM by root 2. IM by root 2, you get 100 milliamps. Are you all with me? Yeah. Okay, we'll proceed now. I hope you are able to see the PDF file there displayed. So yesterday we stopped here. VRMS is equal to VM by root 2 by 1 plus RF by RL. So again, all these derivations, recall that. Can we proceed? Can we proceed? Yeah, calculation part, you leave it. You can continue later. Calculation part, I want you to remember the equations and expressions, how to proceed and all. Fine. Calculation part, you can continue later. Do it at home later. Now we are proceeding. Okay, so all these derivations, what we had, it was for practical diode. Please recall again, during practical diode condition, we always consider the internal resistance there, right? So if the diode is ideal, then if it is mentioned, the diode is ideal, then you will take RF is equal to 0, right? So from there, you have IM is equal, you will get IM will be equal to VM by RL, right? And VDC expression will come down to 2 VM by pi, and RMS will come down to VM by root 2, right? So with that information, now we'll proceed to derive the expression for percentage regulation. Now observe that percentage regulation, we know the expression that percentage regulation is equal to V no load minus V load by V load into 100, right? So V load is nothing but the total voltage, the DC output voltage, when RL is drawing normal load current, right? The total normal DC load current. That is our V load. You can take it as also V full load. Okay. When RL is present and it is drawing normal load current, that is your V load or V full load. Okay. So that is nothing but your VDC, right? DC output voltage. And you have the expression 2 VM by pi by 1 plus RF by RL, right? So this is your V full load or V load, which is nothing but VDC, correct? And observe, no load means there is no load, right? No load is a condition when your output current is say 0, DC output current is 0. So that means there is maximum RL. Okay, substituting RL to be maximum, or infinite in the above expression, you get V no load is equal to 2 Vm by pi. Okay, now substitute V no load is equal to 2 Vm by pi and V load to be this expression in your percentage regulation, and derive and tell me what do you get finally, final expression for percentage regulation. You will substitute V no load is equal to 2 Vm by pi and V load is equal to 2 Vm by pi by 1 plus Rf by RL in your expression for percentage regulation. Just it is expression and simplification, that's all. Go on doing that and tell me finally what do you get, cancelling all the common terms in numerator, denominator. Don't copy, you try to do that. So will you arrive to this expression here, percentage regulation is equal to Rf by RL into 100. Same way the way we did for half wave rectifier.
Yes, ma'am. Same.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, substituting the parameters and cancelling the common terms in the numerator and denominator, you will get same there. So observe that percentage regulation for both full wave and half wave rectifiers, it is same, Rf by RL into 100. I hope all are with me. All are. So for again to note, for ideal diode condition, Rf will be equal to 0. So regulation will be 0. Okay. Now proceed with derive the expression for efficiency of rectification of full wave rectifier. What is the efficiency equation there? We know it is output power by input power, right? Efficiency, it is defined as the ratio of DC output power by AC input power, right? So substitute there PDC, that is output power. You can take it as power to be equal to product of V and I or I square R. Any of the equations you can take. So substituting the parameters there, take it as say VDC into IDC, which is your DC output voltage, DC output current, right? And you can again substitute VDC to be IDC into RL. So you will get I square R. So any of the equation you can proceed there. So IDC is equal to substitute 2 Im by pi. So 2 Im by pi in power equation you will get 4 Im square by pi square into RL. And AC input power I square R, if you are taking I square R equation, it will be I RMS square, and R you have to consider the total R there in the equivalent circuit, that is RF plus RL.
Ma'am, will we get efficiency as like 81.2?
Yes. Substitute again, substitute, simplify, cancel out the common things in numerator and denominator. You have to do this derivations. Okay. Now in this AC input power, you will substitute IRMS. IRMS, you have Im by root 2. So substituting, you will get Im square by 2 into Rf plus RL. So substituting both the things in the efficiency equation, that is the ratio of DC output power to AC input power. PDC by PI. When you substitute the parameters there, you have 8 by pi square RL by RF plus RL. Simplification, that's all. So you have efficiency is given by 81.21 by 1 plus RF by RL. This is efficiency, percentage efficiency, not regulation, percentage efficiency. Okay. So you get, if RF is equal to 0 for ideal condition, the efficiency of full wave rectifier is 81.2. Okay, this is very important parameter. All right. The rectification efficiency of full wave rectifier. As you can observe, what was it for half wave rectifier? Can anyone tell me? Unmute and tell me. What was the efficiency for half wave rectifier?
3.6.
40.6, right?
40.6.
So, yeah, correct. So now you can observe it is for full wave rectifier, it is twice that of the half wave rectifier. So obviously, full wave rectifier efficiency is better compared to the half wave rectifier. That's why in most of the rectification circuits or the application, full wave rectifiers are preferred, right? Okay, yeah, we will proceed with the next parameter, that is ripple factor. Sorry for this scanning is not clear here. Okay, ripple factor, observe there, what is the ripple factor? It is given by ratio of VAC by VDC. VAC is nothing but the RMS value of AC component of the load voltage or the rectifier output, right? By VDC, VDC is your DC component of the rectifier output. So substitute that. Can you substitute the parameters and tell me what do you get the ripple factor as? So how do you proceed there? How do we proceed there? We saw the expression that the output of the rectifier is pulsating DC, which is
Ma'am is 0.482.
yeah, actually correct. Okay, for those who want the explanation here, I'm explaining. So how do we proceed? We saw there, even similar to the half wave rectifier explanation, we know that the output of the rectifier is pulsating DC, which has two components in it, that is AC component and DC component. So the total RMS value of the rectifier output, we saw it as to be the summation of DC component and AC component, right? So VRMS square, the total VRMS square of the rectifier output, we can take it as it is the summation of the DC value, that is square of the DC value and square of AC components. So VRMS square is equal to VDC square plus VAC square. So again, proceeding in the same way, divide the equation by VDC square, dividing the above equation by VDC square. So on the left hand side, you have VRMS by VDC whole square is equal to 1 plus VAC by VDC whole square. VAC by VDC, you know it is your ripple factor, right? So substituting VRMS and VDC in the above equation, VRMS and VDC in the above equation, you have VRMS is equal to, VRMS by VDC is equal to pi by 2 root 2. Again, it is all simplifying and cancelling the common terms there. And finally arriving to ripple factor. We want the term about ripple factor, right? So ripple factor taking it on the left hand side. On the right hand side, you'll be ending up with square root of pi square by 8 minus 1. So simplify and check whether you're getting 0.483. Just verify if you're getting 0.483. Yeah, Annalisa, you have replied, correct? Yeah, okay. So this is also again important parameter to remember. Ripple factor of full wave rectifier is 0.483. How do you represent that in another way? Yeah, if ripple factor is 0.483, how do you represent it in a simple language? What do you understand? How do you interpret this? Ripple factor is equal to 0.483 means what? What do you understand? How do you interpret this? So in full wave rectifier,
VDC is greater
And there
than
is
DAC.
AC component of 483% of DC component.
480. Can you repeat, Ashwija?
And like the AC component is like 483% of DC component.
Correct. Exactly correct. Yeah. So yes, very good. So the ripple factor, we know it is the ratio of VAC by VDC. What we are trying to find here is how much of AC component is present in the DC output. Correct. So it has, we have got here it as, it is to be 48.3%. That means there is 48.3% of AC component in the DC output. That is the meaning. So if you compare that with a half wave rectifier, for a half wave rectifier it was, what was the value? 121%.
121%.
Correct. Yeah. So here in the full wave rectifier, the percentage of AC component is reduced. That is the meaning there. All right. So again, here too there is, it is the pulsating DC, right? Again with further components in the circuit, says like filters and all, we can remove this AC component and bring out the constant DC output there. Okay, that is our next discussions. Okay, look at to find the peak inverse voltage. Peak inverse voltage, observe here. How do we proceed? This is a center tap transformer type. So we will take the center tap transformer as the input here, and considering one of the diodes to be conducting, that is say D1 to be conducting, okay, and D2 to be in an off state, right? So you will apply KVL there, apply KVL, you will have V2 plus V2 minus VR. VR here is this diode's, sorry, 1 minute. Yeah, okay. So there you get VR is equal to 2V2 because you are taking two divisions of the secondary transformer output, okay. So VR is equal to 2V2. V2 is nothing but your Vm sine omega t, that is your instantaneous secondary input voltage. So that you will substitute 2 into Vm sine omega t. So PIV, the peak inverse voltage for full wave rectifier, will be twice that of Vm, taking sine omega t to be 1. All right. So again, compared to half wave rectifier, in full wave rectifier, PIV will be twice that of Vn, maximum peak value of the input voltage. And just to recall again, what is peak inverse voltage? Can anyone tell me? Okay, let me ask someone. Okay, Samrud, can you tell me what is PIV, peak inverse voltage? What is peak inverse voltage, Samrud? Samrud, you are there. Okay, let me check. Other guy, you're yes, you are there, Samrud. I know. Can you answer what is PIV? Okay, let me try with Suhag. No, why Samrud? No. Are you not attentive? You are not following things? Samrud, why is the answer no? Okay. Are you not following? Am I fast? A bit fast. Okay. Yeah, these were the repetition of what we had, the derivation of expressions for half wave rectifier, just continuing in the same steps for full wave. That's why I went fast. Again, we have one more bridge rectifier. There again, we have the same derivation. So I cannot spend time on the same derivations, right? So we will be lagging if we go that much slow. And I expect that you are following the instructions, explanation, and trying to apply that for the further topics. It's not that for every topic, the same explanation will be repeated. You should be able to apply that for similar topics, right? So that is the learning process. All right, can Vaishnavi tell me what is PIV? Vaishnavi.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Vaishnavi. Can you tell me what is PIV?
It equals the peak value of input voltage, and the diode must be capable of withstanding repetitive reverse voltage.
Yes. Maybe you have to reframe your sentence. You understood, but you are not representing it in a proper way. Can you reframe the sentence? No, don't just read the definition what you've copied. I want you to understand and tell me. Okay, let me repeat that. Peak inverse voltage. Now we know that when the input signal is sinusoidal, the input will be varying continuously, right? Positive and negative cycles, right? So when during the negative cycle, there will be reverse voltage, right? So during the AC signal, when it is applied to the diode, when diode is subjected to reverse voltage, there will be reverse voltage applied to that, right, in the negative cycles. So these diodes in the circuit should be able to withstand that reverse voltage. We know that if the reverse voltage applied to the diode, if it crosses particular threshold value, then the device would break down, isn't it? We have discussed this in a previous classes. Breakdown in the sense, it may go to avalanche breakdown, avalanche condition or breakdown, or it can reach Zener breakdown as well, right? In the reverse bias condition. So, but there is limit, right? Till some point, the reverse voltage is allowed, that that diode will be able to withstand that reverse voltage, right? It will not reach the breakdown region. So that available or acceptable reverse voltage is nothing but peak reverse voltage, till where the diode can withstand that reverse voltage. What is that maximum voltage that the diode can withstand without going into breakdown condition is nothing but PIV, peak inverse voltage. Okay, so please go through. It's not that only going understanding the definition or by having the definition, you have to understand the concept as well. So there are different theory behind that. You have to understand all those theories. Okay, I think that comes to the end of the derivation for full wave rectifier, and this is the summary of that, what we have derived. Go through that. The peak load current, IM, both for practical and ideal diode condition. Okay, now quickly you will answer in your chat box. Let me see how many of you are present there. Give me the rectifier efficiency for full wave rectifier. You have to enter your answers in the chat box. What is the rectifier efficiency of full wave rectifier? Because I observe that many of you are there but not there. Okay. So again, from these topics, you can expect the questions based on deriving the expressions, different expressions there, and you can expect some numericals on the same topic. Okay. So again, in the coming class, as I mentioned, we will go for the another type of full wave rectifier, that is using bridge circuit. So we call it as bridge full wave rectifier or full wave bridge rectifier. So that will be our next topic of discussion. Okay, let me note down the chat responses here, which will give
Can you once scroll above to the rectifier efficiency note?
One second. Rectifier. What do you want, Ashwija?
No, the final statement that I wanted to note it down.
Here, this one.
I'm not VIV.
Here.
Yes, ma'am, that one, yeah.
Correct. Okay. All right. So we will. Any doubts? Anything you want to ask?